Late last year, we saw a sports anime series really blow up, with that being Blue Lock. But in my opinion, the Blue Lock anime was quite boring and not that interesting. There were some hype moments, but nothing really stuck with me. But if you look even deeper last year, there was another sports anime that came out that I really enjoyed, but I ended up dropping it so I could read the manga, and that is AO Ashi. In my personal opinion, the best football manga. There's really nothing like reading a manga where you can instantly tell that the author is very passionate about the work in which they are creating, let alone if they are very knowledgeable about the topic they are creating a story about. It just brings this sense of passion and realism to the manga like nothing else. And of course, that is the case for AO Ashi. The author is constantly explaining in-depth different formations and tactics throughout the story and making comparisons to real-life players and teams when they also use the same tactics, really just bringing the manga to life. Now, the artwork for this manga is not on the level of a, let's say, Vagabond, but it is still really amazing. It is super clean and easy to look at, but not so minimalist that you can't tell what is happening during the games and how the ball is moving during these games. The way the art is able to show the flow of the games is absolutely incredible. When I look towards some of the sports manga that I'm not the biggest fan of, I look at the artwork to really try and get a sense if I'm able to put myself into the game or not. And trust me, with AO Ashi, it's going to be a great read. The art really makes you feel like you're a spectator of the game, but at the same time standing on the field with all the other players. The only other sports manga that I know that have given me this feeling are Slam Dunk and Diamond no Ace, although I haven't really gone too far into Diamond no Ace as of right now. The story for AO Ashi feels like it's set up to go on for a very long time, and in all honesty, I hope it does. As of right now, the story starts out with our main character Ashito going to Tokyo to play football for a special youth academy as a first year. After reading all 326 chapters that are out for this manga right now, he is still a first year. And I absolutely love it. I want it to be a long story. It's one of those manga that when you're in love with it and you love all the characters, you want it to go on forever, which is a great thing in my opinion. The story is this sort of coming of age story where the main character is in his own sort of go pro or die trying kind of situation as he feels it's his one true dream. As our main character grows, he learns to deal with his emotions and control his thoughts when he plays, and as he feels his dream evolves into something more, from just going pro to having multiple different paths and goals he will have in the end. If you like your more grinded out kind of stories, this one definitely feels like it's for you. If you're a football fan or soccer fan, or you're just a really big fan of the sport, you will definitely enjoy this manga as it deep dives the sport better than any other manga, in my opinion. Now, one reason why, in my opinion, Blue Lock and other sports manga cannot compare to AO Ashi is the teamwork aspect. When reading a sports manga, there is one specific feeling I'm really looking for, and that is a real heavy importance of teamwork. Only one other manga or sports series has really given me this feeling before, and that's when I read Slam Dunk. And it's not just this feeling of the game being hype or the energy that emanates from the manga or the feeling that you want to go and play the sport right then and there. It's the feeling that boils up from inside, a desire to go and play the sport with you and your friends and your teammates and just absolutely destroy the other team. That's not to say this manga doesn't have its fair share of hype moments as well, as does every other sports manga. The hype moments really do hit in AO Ashi. The long-running, grinded-out practice parts of this manga really make the in-game hype moments all that more rewarding. The hype builds even more with what the author is able to do with the teamwork aspect, making you not only want our main character to succeed, but everyone on the team as well. The story is able to bring these characters together in such an amazing way that when they figure out something mid-game that gets them the win, the hype is immeasurable. Now, to top all of those things off, on top of all of that, there is a great spin-off manga, which I think is just as good as the main story. It really does feel like this story and the world of AO Ashi is set up to go on forever, as this spin-off stars our main character's brother, who taught him how to play football when he was young, but had to quit himself due to childhood asthma. But in high school, he finds out he is no longer affected by it, so he starts to play football again and joins his own youth club. And his own story begins, and it is just as amazing as the main story. I truly want the spin-off and the main story to continue for a very long time. please, if you are a fan of sports manga, or a fan of football or soccer, or if you are just a fan of good manga, please, I encourage all of you watching this video to right now go and give AO Ashi a read. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. With that being said, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure to leave a comment down below if you end up checking out this manga, or if you have already read it and agree with my opinions, or if you just have any sports recommendations for me. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for more content just like this. Links to all my socials down in the description below. Be sure to check out one of the videos popping up on the screen right about now. And as always, thanks for watching. Peace.